Hello, everybody. Today, I'm Mahi Singh, and I'm the club president of the BWB club here in Casablanca, Morocco. And today, I'm going to be presenting to you all our local action plan. That is what my club members and I have achieved over this academic school year. So, at the very beginning, our vision has been since the very beginning that we want to inspire the people in our school to do good, and we want to work together for the benefit of others, especially in the local community here in Casablanca. So this all obviously really began with the forum when I first joined human migration, and when I was in this forum, I was very inspired by what my team and I had achieved, and it really got me thinking that if I could start a club of my own, I would love to take that opportunity. And I took all the skills that I learned during the forum, such as working collaboratively, problem solving. I learned those skills, and I decided to implement them into my club here. So the BWB club here in my school, it is the first Buddies Without Borders club in Morocco as of now, and I really hope we get to see more in the future. We have 16 members from grades 10 to 12, and on the right you can see a pic of some of my members. And as of now, we have held a total of 4 workshops, and we are hoping to hold a fifth one in June, possibly like the first week of June. So our local action plan, or like our SDG focus, is SDG 4, which is quality education. So we want to provide quality education to local kids here in Morocco while also making the education fun and interactive for them, because we don't want it to feel as if we're going there and we're teaching these kids. We want to be like with them. We want to be a part of their team, and we want to work as if we want to take a very friendly approach to it and not necessarily like a teacher-student kind of relationship thing. And now, so these are some of the meetings that we have been holding over the years. We've held a lot of meetings, and those are all of our brainstorming sessions. So if I actually share this tab here, this was from the very beginning, some of our plans that we had picked up. We thought of doing a beach cleanup. We thought of going to a local school and teaching. We thought of reducing plastic bottle use. And over the year, we have really come up with a lot of different plans. We came up with ideas to hold like donation drives. But in the end, on 15 December, we decided that our project would be going to a local school and teaching the kids there. And that ended up being our local action plan after a lot of discussions and working together. So basically, we have collaborated with a local school here in Casablanca. It's called Rahma Sami, and we work with the school and the authorities there. We go there and we work with the kids as often as we can on Saturdays. So it's from 10 to 12. We work with the kids there. And the first workshop that we ever held there was the arts workshop. So the first workshop we held was actually about reading. So we kicked it off on 28th February. We had different people working on a lot of different things because not all of us could go to the school, but I still wanted to encourage that motivation and participation for my members. So our goal was to promote reading habits. So we went to the school and we shared with the kids why we read and why we like to read, what are the benefits of reading, because the school is primarily made up of like middle school students. And I feel like that's the age where people really get into reading, and it's a really great hobby to have for kids, even if it's not for everyone. We wanted to sort of like go out there and share our views with them. And so that was the first workshop that we held. It was very fun because it was obviously the first one that we ever did. So I was pretty nervous the first time around, but I think like in the midst of it, I got the hold of it. And my club members were also there to like help me get through it. So here are some photos from our first session, which was the reading session. So here, these are like the local kids there in the Rahama Sami school. And then here is like some of the people from my school and some of the kids there. This is a pic of, again, some of the teachers that went with us, some of my club members, and just everything that we did there. And here I actually have another photo to share. So this was like a poster board that we made for the kids there, again, to promote reading habits, because as I said, some people could not go to the workshop. So we had them make these posters instead, and they submitted it to us. So they were like still involved in it. So like we drew the different genres of reading, like fiction, mystery. And here we had like, why is reading important? Like a very simple poster in French and English, just like tell them why it's important. And we put it up in their school. And this was an example reading log. So like with the kids there, we worked on this activity where we had them make reading trackers for themselves. So they would note down which book they read, which pages they read on which date. And it was actually suggested by one of my club members, and I really liked her idea. And we had that activity with the kids. I think in this picture you can see it a bit. The reading log is here, and we taught them how to make it, and we made it with them. And here's another one of my club member teaching the kids how to make the reading log right here. So it was a really nice experience going there with the kids, and just um, like we went there for the first time, but it didn't really feel like it because they were all so friendly. And for the next workshop, I had really high hopes. So for our next workshop, we thought of doing something more artistic. So we went to the school and we helped paint their school wall. They have like this really huge school wall that is unpainted, and we wanted to help them you know um, make it look pretty, but also learn some skills like developing artistic skills and also how to work with others. So we had a huge group this time around. It was on 7th March, around 7th March. We did a lot of planning, like which group will paint what. And then we finally went there and we painted the wall with them. And these are some pics. So this workshop was actually a 2-day workshop because it took so much time to paint the wall. And when we actually went there were quite a few kids who recognized us, and that was really nice to know that they still remembered me and they still remembered what we did. And we worked with them painting this wall. So these over here in the bottom left corner, those are all my club members that went to that workshop. And these are like the kids there and some of us there. And then these are some more pics. This is just something that was on my school Instagram account where I was sharing my experience about it. Like it was a very hard experience for all of us. And just we went there and we painted their wall. It was very it was fun, but it was also like it really taught me like how to work with such a huge group of kids, because like you needed to give them paintbrushes, you need to clean the paint, you need to clean them, you need to hand out the paint. It was a lot of work really. So I was like there just managing everything, but my teacher was there to help me and my co-president. So that was really nice. And we all had a lot of fun doing it, just painting it. And after that we did have to put the club on break because of like our exams and our busy schedule. And in fact, just like this Saturday, so like 2 days ago, we actually went out to the school again, and we held like this book donation drive in our school. So like we had people donate their used books or like books that are still in good condition, and we took all of those books and we donated them to this school. And now we're working on organizing their library, because all this time the kids did not have a library in their school, but now they have a room for it, and we're putting all those books there, we're setting them up there. So this Saturday, that's all we did. That was like that was our fourth workshop, just putting the books there with the kids. And there were a lot of them, like Arabic, French, and then we read some of the books with them, just so that they know like they have all these access, they have this access to these resources now. And unfortunately I haven't received those pics yet, because like the marketing team clicked those, but hopefully I'll get them soon. And it was again a very nice experience. It was really nice to see how many people donated these books, and I'm really happy that those kids have the books now. And I believe we are doing like the official opening of the library next month. So that will be another like event that we'll be going to, and just showing the kids this library, because most of them don't know it's happening yet. So it's like a surprise for them. And yeah, those were most of the workshops that we did. um, in the first week of June, we'll go again and hold a workshop. I think this time we're doing like team building activities. So we're gonna teach the kids how do you work as a team, and like just teach them like how do you communicate, how do you problem solve, because we don't just want to focus on reading or like things like those. We also want to focus on non-academic components of learning. And it's been a really great experience this whole year. I'm so proud of everything that my club has achieved. I really wish we could have done more, but seeing how our school kept going on and offline, it was at times difficult. But I think in the end, what matters to me personally as the club president is how much I have grown myself. This was such a great opportunity for me to learn how to work in a community. Like, this was it. Like, I was out there working with this school, with these kids I have never met before. And it was a very great experience. At times, it was overwhelming because there was so much to do at the same time, but my co-president was always like there to help me. My teachers were there to help me and like share that load, and it's been very fun. I really hope we can continue this club even after I'm gone. Hopefully someone else will be willing to do it. And my club members too, I think they're very attached to this club because like a few of them came up to me and they said how nice it felt to go there and talk with these kids, you know. So it's always nice to hear that other people felt the same thing as I did. And I'm just so proud of everything we did and like these friendships that we made with the kids there. You know, they still remember us, and I thought that was so nice of them. And I've just had a lot of fun doing this and growing as a leader because like I was as a club president, I was the one who had to like for the most part handle this stuff. So like how do you share responsibility? How do you work alone? How do you work with your team members? And like the whole communication system, because there are so many emails to send and then you have to remind each member to come. It's like it was a lot of work, but I think at the end of the year when I look back, it's been a very fun experience and I'm so glad I got to do this for a whole year. I'm very proud of myself and everything that my club members have achieved. And yeah, I'm also thankful for this opportunity to have this club in my school and the first BWB club as of now in Morocco. So yeah, thank you so much.